Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you guys having a Ford Fusion D generation here from year 2013 to year 2020. If you have a problem where the transmission is stuck in park, stay with us. We'll explain what can easily cause that. We'll explain how we can manually override the transmission shifter so you can put it in gear, where you can buy cheap parts, tools, fuses, relays at a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time, why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. All that will be covered absolutely free for your convenience. Make sure you stay until the end. So let us tell you a little bit about us, guys. When we get a car here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 free repair videos absolutely to you guys. We make a video about every single fuse, every single relay. Let's say you're in the middle of nowhere, your car doesn't start, you can easily identify what causes that. You can search for engine starter fuse, fuel pump fuse. Let's say that's a problem, you replace it, you're back in the road. It takes less than 2 minutes to watch the video, guys. So that will be, guys, our mission to make your life easier and to solve your problem. Now, in addition, guys, we have other channels as well. We make 300 free repair videos on every car we get at the garage, take them completely apart. We do engine work, transmission, body work, engine codes, fuses, anything like that. Now, why we do that? To save you money, guys. So on this Ford Fusion there are different years, okay, through the different models through the years from 2013 all the way to 2020. There will be some minor differences about the fuses. So if you notice that we mention up to 2-3 different fuses for the same thing, it could be because it could be a different fuse for a different year, but we're trying to help all of you with that generation Ford Fusion. So let's start on it now. So, if the transmission is stuck in park, multiple things, guys, can cause that. We will demonstrate on this Ford Fusion what we need to check. First, you need to check some main transmission fuses, ABS, traction control fuses as well, because if you have problem with the ABS traction control module, that will prevent the transmission to shift out of park also as well, because the transmission needs to know that you press the brake pedal, and if the ABS traction control brake module doesn't send that information, it will not know. We recommend to check the video on our YouTube channel about fuse box location on Ford Fusion, because you have many hidden fuse boxes. Today, first, we're going to come to the driver's side. Here, under the dash, you're going to see that you have that lower trim. It attaches with 4 clips, guys. One here, one there, they're underneath, and 2 like that on the other side of the steering wheel. Pull from top to bottom, it opens. Deep inside the dash on the left side, you're going to find, guys, a hidden fuse box with a layout like this one. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. So let me explain why it's super important, guys, to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist, guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays, guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below, specifically to that video. Please check it out. So another thing, guys, before I forget, if you guys need to buy any fuses, relays, parts, tools for Ford Fusion or any car at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put a link in the description of the video below for your convenience. That way you do not waste your money and time. Here, guys, we need to check 2 fuses, then we need to go to a different fuse box and check 3 more. So the first fuse that we need to check specifically, guys, it's known as fuse number 12. We're talking about that fuse here, that's 12 and 13, it's a double fuse, but that portion here will need to be checked. Then you need to check fuse number 19, it's that fuse here, 19 and 20, but that here needs to be checked. Next, open the hood. Under the hood, you're going to check under that cover that looks like a T, remove it, that's the main engine fuse box. Here, we need to check in that fuse box 3 fuses, then we need to go to a different one and check. By the way, one more that's extremely hidden. Here we need to check fuse number 9, okay, excuse me, relay number 9. It will be that relay, that's a transmission module relay. You will, guys, need to check fuse number 21, which starts that way, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 23 will need to be checked, these 2 fuses. Now, that fuse box has hidden fuses on the bottom side of it. So if you release 2 tabs, you can flip it, and on the bottom side you have more fuses. That will look like this one here. Here specifically, guys, okay, we will need to check one more fuse, and that's known as fuse number 76. Some of you may or may not have this one, depending on the model. Right here between these 2 fuses. Now, other things that can cause the transmission not to shift could be, guys, brake light switch. The brake light switch is a device on the brake paddle that detects if you press the brake paddle. If it doesn't work, it will not tell the shifter that it's released, so you can shift. We have many videos how to test and how to replace brake light switch on our YouTube channels. It could be a bad shifter. It could be, guys, okay, where if you have ABS, traction control, or brake light on, that can prevent it from shifting. Or it could be problem with the transmission computer, engine computer as well. If you want to see how to manually override the transmission gear shifter, we have videos on our YouTube channels how to do that. It's not very complicated, but do that, okay, only if you need to safely get the car out of the way or load it on a trailer. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.